dear principal, teachers, parents, and my dear friends. I, Vrishti Trivedi of NSM School, am here to read a story, Tenali and the Great Pandit. Once, a great Pandit came to Vijayanagar. He approached the king and claimed that he was so knowledgeable that he could defeat all the king's ministers in a debate about any subject. The king accepted the challenge and asked his ministers to compete with the Pandit. However, all the ministers were defeated as the Pandit seemed to be an expert on every subject. At last, it was Tenali Rama's turn. Tenali showed the Pandit a cloth in the shape of a book and told him, I will debate with you on a topic from this great book called Tilakashta Mahisha Bandhanam. The Pandit was stunned as he had never heard of such a book. The Pandit asked the king for one night's time to prepare. However, the Pandit was worried that he would lose the debate as he had never heard of the book. So, he packed his things and left the kingdom quietly at night. The next day, the king and the courtiers heard that the Pandit had gone away during the night. The king was impressed with Tenali and told him he wanted to read the book that scared the Pandit away. Tenali laughed and said, such a book did not exist. He unpacked the cloth cover only to reveal a bundle of sticks and some sheep dung tied together by a buffalo hide rope to form the shape of a book. Tenali had combined the Sanskrit names of the contents of the cloth cover to make up the book's name, Tilakashta Mahisha Bandhanam. The king was much impressed with Tenali's cleverness and rewarded him. Moral of the story: we should never be overly arrogant about our knowledge and wisdom. There is definitely something that we do not know. Don't you wonder why I read the story for you? The answer will be given by my friend Samriddhi.
Thank you, Vrishti. Good morning, everyone. I am Samriddhi Nitesh Khirani from Standard 5A. I would like to say a few words on Maharashtra Reading Day. October 15 is the birth anniversary of a great scientist and former president of our country, India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Every school in Maharashtra celebrates this great personality's birthday as Reading Inspiration Day. Dr. Kalam's writing is inspirational. His writings had a vision that India is going to be a superpower. He visualized it and wrote his books, which has inspired the entire nation. As a tribute to this great man, we should inculcate and encourage habit amongst all of us, and especially on this day, we should at least read a book and see the amount of knowledge you will gain just a simple habit of reading daily. So friends, read and continue reading to enhance and improve your knowledge. And now, my dear friend Shubham Jain has brought a poem for all of you. Thank you.
Hi friends, I am Shubham Jain from Standard 8. Have you heard of a magic book? No? Then I will tell you about it. I opened the book and in I stood. Now nobody can see me. I have left my chair, my house, my world, my town, my world behind me. I am wearing the cloak, I have slipped on the ring, I have swallowed the magic potion. I have fought with a dragon, dined with a king and dived in a bottomless ocean. I opened the book and made some friends. I shed their tears and laughter. I followed the road with its bumps and bends to the happily ever after. I finished my book and out I came. My chair and the table were just the same, but I had a book inside me. Now we will learn a story from Nidhi Bera, who will tell us about a grandmother who learned to read.
As we told you, we are going to tell a story today. Here is the story by Sudha Murthy, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read. When the author was a girl of about 12, she used to stay in a village in North Karnataka with her grandparents. Since the transport system was not very good in those days, they used to get the morning newspaper not until the afternoon. The weekly magazine used to come in a day late. All of them would wait eagerly for the bus which arrived with the newspapers, weekly magazine and the post. At that time, Triveni was a very popular writer in the Kannada language and all the village people would wait eagerly for the weekly magazine Karmavira, where one of her novel Kashi Yatra was appearing as a serial. It was the story of an old lady and her earnest desire to go to Kashi or Banaras or Varanasi, where she wished to worship Lord Vishweshwara to attain the ultimate blessings. But finally, the old lady sacrifices all her savings for the marriage of a young, poor girl who falls in love, but there was no money for a wedding, so she gave her all her savings. Impressed by the plot of Kashi Yatre, the author's grandmother Krishtaka would listen to the story as a granddaughter, that is, the author read the episodes to her. She was so touched with the story that later she could repeat the entire text by heart. She never went to school and so she couldn't read it by herself. Afterwards, she used to join her friends at the temple park and would discuss the latest episodes because Triveni was a popular writer and common people could relate to the complex psychological problems in her stories. She could relate to the protagonist of the story. After she returns from enjoying a week-long wedding with her cousins, she finds her grandmother in tears. When she asks her what the matter was, her grandmother narrates the story of her life to the author. She expresses the grief of getting married very early and therefore not getting a chance to receive an education. She explains that while the author was away, Karmavira came in as usual, but she couldn't read it a single alphabet and felt very embarrassed, helpless and dependent. After this, she firmly decides that she will learn to read the Kannada alphabet from the next day onwards and keep the day of Saraswati Puja as the deadline. That day, she would be able to read a novel by herself. As a result, from the next day, the author started her tuition and found her grandmother to be a very intelligent and hardworking student. She diligently did her homework and slowly learned to read, repeat, write and recite. When the Dashera festival came as usual, the author secretly bought Kashi Yatre, which had been published as a novel by that time. The author got a gift of cotton material from her grandmother. Then suddenly, her grandmother bent down and touched her feet. The author found this as an extremely bizarre, since elders never touched the feet of youngsters, and thought that her grandmother had broken the rules of the tradition. But in response to that, her grandmother replied that she was touching the feet of a guru, not her 12-year-old granddaughter, as it was the custom that a teacher should be respected, irrespective of gender and age. She explained that her granddaughter was a very caring and loving teacher who taught her so well that she could easily read any novel confidently. This way, the author had helped her grandmother to become independent. The story ends as the author gives the gift to her grandmother, and her grandmother is able to read the title Kashi Yatre by Triveni and the publisher's name aloud by herself. And the moral of the story is, reading crosses all bars irrespective of gender and age. So the moral of the story is, reading crosses all barriers irrespective of gender and age. Hope you enjoyed the story. Hey, don't go anywhere. There's a tiny tot, Aladhya Vora, who will recite a poem for all of us. A very happy reading day to all of you. Thank you.
My poem name is Open a Book. Open a book and you will find people and places of every kind. Open a book and you can be anything that you want to be. Open a book and you can share wondrous world you find in there. Open a book and I will do. You read to me, I will read to you. Poet Jan Buswell. Dear friends, did you understand it? Oh, from today you will start reading books. Read it, read, read. Thank you.
What's a good thing to do on a rainy day?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Or when it's too hot to go outside and play?
I'm gonna read a book today.
What can take you to a world of make-believe?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Where spaceships fly and dinosaurs breathe.
I'm gonna read a book today.
What you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Read a little every day. What you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Get smarter every single page. How you gonna learn about the kings from long ago?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Or how Singapore came to be from days of old.
I'm gonna read a book today.
How can you learn how an airplane flies?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Or why a spider has a gazillion eyes?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Hey, what you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Read a little every day. What you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
It's easier every single page. How you gonna learn about the people from far away?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Learn how they work and how they play.
I'm gonna read a book today.
What can give you goosebumps or fill you with fright?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Where is a story that's sure to delight?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Oh, what you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Read a little every day. What you gonna do?
Read.
What you gonna do?
Read.
Faster every single page. Instead of turning on my TV set.
I'm gonna read a book today.
The further you read, the more exciting it gets.